Hey y'all, the full moon is on the 9th, I believe, in Leo. So I thought I would get out this reading a little time beforehand. Also, you always feel the full moon a few days before and a few days after. So the piles are in order. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Seashell, Quantum Quattro, Raw Amethyst, Selenite. Okay? Give me a moment. 1. Seashell. This perfect seashell was given to me and my daughter when we were playing on the beach, just washed up. We were playing. It's perfect. So let's see how that applies for your reading. Ten of Wands reversed. I'm hearing breakthrough. Like the Leo energy, it's allowed you to get in touch with your inner child and put down the burdens you've been carrying. It's going to allow you to. It is allowing you to. Hangman, because you have a whole new perspective on things, like on your childhood, on all the traumas you've been through, on the people around you. It's like you have I'm hearing a whole new lease on life. The Hangman is a perspective change. And look at the sun around his head. And Leo is the sun. You know? Leo represents the sun. Putting down these burdens. Breakthrough. King of Cups. Yeah, look at you. Oh, you're just feeling so happy and jovial. I'm hearing jovial. Oh, that's so good. It's all about your new perspective. It's like, yes, you've been through a lot. And life had a lot of harsh lessons to teach you. And you had a lot of harsh karma that you had to wrap up. Or pay debts off. Finish out relationships with people, etc. You know, karma works in different ways. So you've had a rough go of it. But now you're finally seeing like why you had to go through it, what lessons you learned. Like you're finding closure. You're finding a lot of closure with a lot of things that you still used to haunt you. And you're feeling like you really want to connect with people. It's like you're putting yourself out there. You're like, if you care about somebody, if you want to spend time with somebody, you let them know. You reach out to them. Like I'm definitely feeling like an opening up, like your heart opening up. I'm hearing your heart is opening up again, like when you were a kid. The Fool reversed. Okay, so you want to take this leap of faith, and I'm hearing you're almost ready. I literally heard the words almost ready. There's something you're really passionate about, and it makes you feel giddy like a child. And all these experiences that you're having with the people around you where you're really like opening your heart to them and spending time with them, it's helping you to develop intimacy and prepare you like for this new leap that you want to take. Because I think this new leap you want to take is involving relationships, especially because all the bottom of the deck energies are relationships. It's all about it. Four of Swords. I'm hearing waiting. Also, I mean, I think it's like as you put yourself out there and you're feeling all your feelings, I'm hearing proudly, all the feelings, the good ones, the bad ones, it's like that's allowing you to heal too. So you're healing through positive experiences with other people right now, which is going to help you be brave enough to take this leap of faith. So let me show you the bottom. We got Two of Swords reversed. Like you've been really indecisive, was the word I'm hearing. You're like not going to be indecisive anymore. This is all full moon energies. You know, it's like the culmination of this moon cycle, what it's going to bring for you, right? Companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Listen intently to understand. Yeah, I think you're learning how to have balanced exchanges with people. You put yourself out there, you tell them how you feel, and then you listen to how they feel and what they think. Like you're having like, I'm feeling and seeing scales, balanced scales. Look at this. And people are adoring you right now. Like, you inspire trust and confidence. I think a lot of people are becoming, like, pleasantly surprised by you, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and then for the bottom of the deck energies for the karma cards, it was Mars in Sagittarius and Cancer. So, like, energy directed towards understanding and having insights into everything you've been through in your life, you know, to gain that new perspective. So I think there's going to still be some closure and some healing coming in, but it's already, like, happening. I'm definitely feeling like time being illusory type of energy. Like, it's almost like it's already happened and you're already feeling that energy, but you're basically in the final stages of it. Your feelings, you're confronting your feelings. See? King of Cups. In this full moon, it's like healthy expression, understanding of your feelings. Like, logically understanding your feelings, explaining them well, having them be received well, being open with your heart. Wow. So cool. Yeah. So what is this leap of faith that you want to take? It's like you're almost ready. But what's good is this moon cycle, I'm just kind of like filtering through these energies now. This moon cycle has created this energy for you, this fresh new perspective. Like 10 comes before the 0, which leads to the 1. So this is the end and the beginning before you become the magician and actually take the action. The magician is the next card. I have a feeling you're kind of doubting your capabilities, just a little, but if you maintain this King of Cups energy, and I'm feeling a lot of people around you, like your interactions are just a lot more positive and uplifting, that's going to show you how capable you are. So a lot of your confidence is actually coming from your outside interactions with people, your relationships, and how they're reflecting you back to you. Does that make sense? Isn't that cool? Beautiful. It's going to give you the confidence that you need. That last little, like, push to be brave, to take this leap. I think it's different for all of you. That's why I'm, like, not quite pinpointing it. Okay. Archetypes for this moon cycle. We've got Goddess. Wow. Goddess energy and King of Cups energy. Now let's just talk about that for a second. This feels like balance, inner balance between your feminine and masculine energies. And especially tapping into, like, divine feminine energy. This talks about feminine expressed through wisdom. I think you are gaining a lot of wisdom from relationships with women that you've had in the past, whether you're a man or a woman. Nature, life force, and sensuality. I'm feeling being comfortable in your own skin. Feeling more vitality. Like, I'm feeling like you're birthing yourself right now. Like, you're literally in the birthing process. So you're really tapping into that, like, feminine side of yourself that's connected to, like, divine feminine goddess energy. And definitely tapping more into confidence to know you can become the magician. You can create your best life. You can go after what it is that you're passionate about. You don't have to be scared, you know? So we've got the Addict in reverse. Okay, but this is really just what we've been talking about. It's not as intense as, like, this card can be for the shadow. What I'm getting for your reading is, it's like you're still breaking certain emotional patterns, but the full moon is really helping you, like, with that last step of fully breaking patterns of self-talk. That's what it is. Because it's been a pattern that you've been in, a pattern of self-talk. Yeah. Okay. Hedonist, but it's the light attribute. Inspires creative energy. Yeah, it's that vital life force that you're feeling. Embracing the good things in life, celebrating the beauty in yourself. I love when the messages are all saying the same thing, right? It's like you're working on confidence. You're working on your vital life force, you know, embracing yourself, knowing that you're capable. Even exchanges with other people that are healing in nature. Having like a renewed attitude about like people and humanity. Okay, shadow attribute of the Samaritan. Exacting appreciation and recognition. Okay, this is just like a warning. It has to do with kind of the patterns you've been in. Don't reach out to people or seek validation, whether it's like through a conversation or social media post. Try to be aware that you have in the past done these things just for the way it makes you look, right? Like the appreciation and the recognition. Or, you know, I mean, of course, like you could care, but then also like kind of mostly be doing it for the recognition, you know? And I actually kind of feel like it's more of that. But it's just something to be aware of. Because if you really can embody this King of Cups goddess energy, it's like you just do good things and you reach out and you know, share love and express love just for the sake of it, you know, not because it makes you look good. So I think that's just kind of a pattern that's actually being broken. You know, that's part of your patterns. It's the self-talk and also like, you know, the, hey, look at me because I'm doing this great thing for other people. You know, it's like you're just finally kind of wrapping that up. Like just breaking the cycle. And just becoming confident in yourself as is. Like not needing the recognition from outside sources. However, when you are authentic and you do express yourself and you do actually listen to people, getting the recognition that you actually need because it's confirmation that you're really being your authentic self. Does that make sense? Because it sounds a little contradictory, but there is a distinct difference. It's like a fine line of difference. Yeah? Okay, and then we've got shadow attribute of the child of nature and the shadow attribute of the poet. Okay. Try to be self-aware when you write, no matter where you're writing. If you're writing online, if you're writing in your journal, if you're, you know, an actual poet or writer or songwriter, try to be self-aware that you're not just repeating a pattern of self-pity. Because that's going to send you backwards. Because you're in this fresh new energy, right? You're birthing yourself. You're being open with other people. You're seeing that when you're authentic, that people are responding well to you, right? You're like kind of in this scary, fresh new place. Don't go backwards with the shadow attribute of the poet. Because you're on such a good track and you're like really in the final stages of like breaking these self-destructive patterns. You've done so well. Actually, I feel like you're like, there's someone on your spirit team who's like really admiring you. I'm hearing grandpa. Well, we'll see. I'll pull a few messages. Then we have tendency, let's see, shadow attribute of the child of nature. Feel like that applies. Give me a second. Okay. You need to get out in nature more. Nature is going to heal you. It's going to bring you into a more meditative, reflective state where you can really like process all of these positive new experiences and perspectives that you've been having, because you need to find a place to process it so you don't go backwards, especially. Okay. Now, I really do want to see, because I'm feeling grandpa for sure. For those of you who have a grandpa who's passed on, I mean, this could even be a grandpa you haven't met. So let's see. I'm actually hearing yes. So for actually a lot of you haven't even met this grandpa. So it could be great grandpa or great. You know what I mean? Okay, just hold on. So, what do you want to tell the viewer? Definitely a passed on male father, wise influence. Like someone who you would be really happy to see is proud of you, is watching you proudly. Is there anything from this deck? I'm hearing yes and no. So, okay, there's something from this deck for those of you who know who I'm talking about. For those of you where you haven't met them, we're going to pull something else. It's always really encouraging when you know that there's like an ancestor on your spirit team, you know, who's rooting for you. So, for those who know this male influence who's passed on, what do you have to say? As a general message for all the viewers. I know there's one in here. I can feel it. There it is. There's 3. Okay. Here, let's just move these. We've already gone through those. So we've got... If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. For a lot of you, this passed on male influence feels badly about the way that they treated you. They were coming from a wounded place and they're sorry. I actually feel for a good chunk of you. They can see that now, and they would have done things differently in their relationship with you. And they're very proud of all this progress that you've made. Okay? My mind is free. Yeah, because they were going through a lot of mental turmoil when they were alive on this planet. And now that they've passed over to the other side, it feels like they've passed on to a positive place. Their mind is free. And now that their mind has become free, they regret the way that they were with you. And they actually can partially see how the way that they treated you is part of the reason why you were stuck in these cycles. Oh, we've been together in dreams. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah, this person, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, they specifically try to contact you through dreams because they want a do-over is what I'm hearing. They want to be able to be in your life in some way. So I think that's really why they're like, let her or him know that I am cheering for them. They are all about your growth right now, and they're really proud of you because the odds were not in your favor. For those of you, there are some of you. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because my gifts are really expanding. There's some of you who it's a great-grandfather, like someone like way back who's watching you and proud of you, who did something really great. So if you're familiar with your ancestry, it's like someone who is very successful and they see like a lot of potential in you. So, which pile? Which deck? This one. Okay, in terms of like what they want to say to you, this is the second one. Okay. Let's start with who they were. General messages. Who they were. I bet you didn't expect to get this kind of reading, huh? I'm really tapped into the other side, so when it comes through, I like to expand on it. And it's nice to know that these beings are on your team. There they are. This is who they were. They were intimidating, and they faced their fears in order to be successful. Oh, and they're like, they want you to be just like them in that way. They see a lot of you. They see a lot of themselves in you. And for a lot of you, this is the opposite sex. So it's been very interesting for them to see. Like they were a man and you're a woman, or they were a woman and you're a man, and they're like, wow, we're really similar considering we're the opposite gender. Not for all of you, though. Okay. Guide. Yeah, they're one of your spirit guides. Way back when. I'm feeling 1800s, actually. Yeah. I'm thinking for all of you. Yeah. And then, something that they wish they could have changed about themselves is they were obsessive in their passion. So they were very like romantic, passionate, creative type. And they did work through a lot of their issues, but they feel like they gave their heart to others who didn't deserve it. They don't want to see you do that. They don't want to see you be, okay, sorry. You probably should want to read the shadow attribute. They don't want to see you be self-destructive and give your heart to people who don't deserve it. They don't want to see you be obsessive about things to the point where you're mentally exhausting yourself. And they want you to like grab hold of this passion that you have for life and whatever it is that you are so passionate about taking a leap of faith on. They want you to do it, and I'm hearing real strongly in a very male voice, but in a healthy way. They're saying yes, but don't be obsessive. Don't be self-destructive. Don't like try to keep too tight of a grip on this person because person, you are interested in taking a leap of faith with a person, a love. Ooh, okay, we're doing romance angels. But don't be too possessive. Don't be too obsessive. Because balance is needed, and that's why you're in this place in your life where you are experiencing balanced exchanges with people around you because it's preparing you for this relationship. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, okay. So, romance angels. Oh, that is fun. Romance angels in my deck I created. For you. Like, what you need to know in this full moon about this leap of faith that you want to take with this person that you're interested in dating. Okay? Or maybe you're already dating and you want to take it to the next level for some of you. And for others of you, you've dated them before and you want to restart something with them. Like an ex, or maybe somebody that like you barely got started in the past, but it didn't really go where you wanted it to go. What are your... let's try again. This one. Separation, not quite time yet. Also, the separation before coming together is extremely beneficial, will help the quality of your relationship is what I'm feeling. It's safe for you to love. It's basically saying, as soon as you feel safe expressing how you feel, like to yourself and with everyone around you, when you really just feel safe in that King of Cups energy that we were talking about earlier, I feel like then take that leap. Because if you come from a place where you feel safe emotionally, you're not going to be too obsessive. You're not going to be self-destructive in your devotion. And your passed on ancestor feels like either they had to evolve out of that energy, but a lot of them never quite did. Like they kind of almost did, but it's like, I think you're the one in the bloodline who's supposed to like fully heal that. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like they were really creative and they were able to grow a lot and they were very successful. I'm hearing outwardly successful in life, and they had a really good heart, but they had codependent relationships. So you're actually breaking the codependency within your bloodline. Wow, that's really cool. I'm also getting this on the bottom of the deck. So it's like whenever you're ready, but really feel ready. Feel like it's safe. You feel unsafe. That's why you're not doing it. Also, you're still kind of like breaking free of some, addictive self-talk, some addiction that you have to your mask that you wear in society. You're still kind of in the final stages of taking off the mask, but you're doing it really well. And you're healing bloodline, so that's tough. But you're being encouraged to make the gesture. Like if you are thinking about making a gesture and you feel like it's time and it's safe, like do it. This is a general reading, okay? Trust your intuition to know like what I'm saying, what parts are true, what parts apply to you, what part is like kind of true but like makes sense in a different way. That's what general readings are all about. So, okay, now from your person of interest. No wonder I am only doing 4 piles today. This is really great though. Let's play. Yeah, your person of interest is like very interested in being your person of interest is very interested in being like a letting their inner child out with your inner child, which is another reason why you're doing this healing that we were talking about at the beginning, your inner child healing. They want to play with you. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like sexually. I mean, I'm sure, duh. But like, you know, like they just want to be like lighthearted and fun and free and like, let's do this and like adventurous and spontaneous like kids. Like they want to experience like that light, free, happy energy with you. That you're already starting to feel. Just keep following that. Don't go backwards. You're doing really well. Spend time out in nature to reflect on everything that's happening. And then you can also validate yourself. And when you validate yourself by self-reflection, then you're going to keep going down that path. Take good care of your physical body so you can have good, fresh perspective on things. Yeah. I think you're also noticing the quality of people that you're spending time with in one way or another is improving. That is a reflection of your self-growth. Okay, now. Are there any more messages from their person's higher self? Oh. That's way too many. That's like half the deck. Is there none? I guess that's it. It's like I'm seeing a little kid knocking at someone's door being like, can so-and-so come out and play? Okay. Boy. I was not expecting that, but those are the best readings. And back to more for you. For this full moon. Yeah, this is why it's so transformative for you. Okay, your two karma cards are South Node and Capricorn. Getting kind of hot. Hold on. Wow, that was a loud sweater. South Node is like your past self. Because you're birthing yourself. You're going through a rebirth process. You know, you definitely had at least one pile in my new moon video. So if you haven't heard it, you should go pick at least one pile from the new moon video. And then at least one from this video. And then you can kind of analyze, like, in this moon cycle, your process. It's really helpful. So the South Node, you can even go as far as to say, like, lifetimes. Which would make sense why that ancestor from the 1700s and the 1800s is coming through. Because it's like, in past lives within your bloodline, you carry their blood. This is how they've been. So you are evolving out of that. But then we could also say your past lives, who you actually were, and the karma that you carry from your past life, which is more, you know, like the energy that you carry. You're evolving out of that too. The cycles from past lives. I'm actually feeling like codependent relationships from past lives that you may still be dealing with in this life. Like I think you're dealing with people around you who you've spent lifetimes with, where there's certain elements to the relationship that are toxic in nature, but it's a good opportunity for you to set boundaries and find closure. And for a lot of you, like just redesign the relationship so it's not toxic anymore. So you're evolving out of who you once were in this lifetime, past lifetimes, and your ancestors' past lifetimes. To be dedicated to focus on yourself with, I'm just feeling that from the Capricorn card. Results. Dedication, focus. Yeah. If you approach this logically in an earth-based way, which makes sense why you got the Child of Nature card in reverse, like you're not spending enough time with the earth, which is what's going to help you right now to stay dedicated and take care of yourself and reflect properly. Because this can be a very logical process. It doesn't have to be as complicated as it may seem. Because you're already doing it. It's already successful. You just have to stay on this road, you know? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love your pile. Oh, I love your pile. You got the eagle and the elephant. So, eagle's king. This full moon in Leo. Leo's the king of the jungle. Eagle's the king of the sky. Seize opportunities courageously. You're learning how to be brave in matters of the heart in this full moon. The Leo energy is helping you. Yeah. And then I think also it's like, if you get an opportunity to spend time with somebody that you're excited about spending time with, like take that opportunity, especially if it scares you, you know? Because like I said, relationship healing is big for you. And it's prepping you. Like I'm feeling like for the love of your life. It really feels like that. It's a general reading though, guys. So, don't get all pissy or quote me or, this didn't happen. Like these are the energies and how you deal with them and how you co-create with the universe is on you. So, sorry, it can be a little harsh sometimes, but sometimes you guys can be a little difficult. So, it's like tough love. It's just tough love. Still love. Love you guys. Open yourself to true abundance. So I'm really channeling more like what an elephant is like. Elephants are herd animals. Elephants are loyal and strong. They take care of their own. They're very emotional. They're very similar to humans. Also, they mate for life. So I'm confident that you're preparing for the love of your life. True abundance. That's also something I'm being drawn to with the elephant. Like, you may have a lot of money or a lot of status, like the things that people say are abundance and wealth. But you're really tuning into like wealth of the heart right now, especially with all this green in the elephant, by connecting like mind to mind and heart to heart with others, heart and mind, coherence. To have those balanced exchanges that we've been talking about. But definitely feel like you're like a leader, especially because like eagle, wow. Okay, final 2 cards. This is talking about like this moon cycle has been difficult for you, is what I feel. But you're coming out of this energy. Like you're in the final stages of closing out these huge cycles that I think you've been in for lifetimes, including this one. That's why it's so difficult. You had to dive deep, right? You had to go into your subconscious. You had to face your fears. And you still are, to a certain extent. But it's like you really are so near to the light at the end of the tunnel. You can already feel the sunshine. You're already seeing it like in your own life, in your physical world. So it's like you're basically there. Just keep going. That's all. Just don't self-sabotage. That's it. And you won't self-sabotage if you take care of yourself and you tap into healing yourself by going out in nature. And you don't pity yourself. You look for the lessons always. And you spend time around the right people, having balanced exchanges with boundaries. You don't let other people's energy affect you in a toxic way. All you got to do is this. You've definitely felt like an outsider and a loner and misunderstood, but I think now that you're really putting yourself out there, like I was talking about, like take those opportunities. If you're invited somewhere or like these people that you think are so cool, like want to hang out with you, like do it, because you're going to start seeing like you're one of those people. You're a cool kid too. Like whoever made you feel this way was wrong. Whoever made you feel this way, I think for some of you, it's like, oh, it's for a lot of you, it's the dad or the grandpa who came through and felt bad about the way they treated you. So for some of you, it's like, it could have been both, right? This is a general reading. But like they abandoned you in some way. They made you feel bad, right? The way that they were with you or the way that they left made you think a certain way about yourself, but it's not true. And that's why these are reversed. Oh, you're doing so great. And spring is just around the corner. It's like new growth, That's why you're already feeling it. You're really going to feel it in the spring. Everyone has their own individual process, okay? Just trust yourself. Learn to listen to yourself more and trust yourself more. And then we'll do some dice for you. Got the 3 and the 4. Yeah, all you got to do is take the next right step. I just quoted Frozen, the second movie. 3 to 4. Also, it's like mind and heart in coherence. Mind, body, and spirit. And grounding yourself in that because you're already embodying this. You are healing yourself, which is why you probably are the chosen one in your bloodline because you're a healer. So you can heal the whole bloodline and yourself. So all you gotta do is ground yourself in that. With the 4, also, earth, you know? It's just, you need to spend time out in nature. And if you can't do that, bring nature to you, you know? You can do this with plants or taking like certain baths, getting essential oils, just earth healing, like earth healing, earth healing, earth healing. Okay? Yeah. And I think the reason why you got this shell is because it's like, it was so magical the way this happened. It's like you're starting to see and believe in the magic of life again. So, you know, stick with it. Beautiful, ain't it? 2. Quantum Quattro, extremely healing stone. When I go through like shit in life, like I like will literally lay in bed with this like on my chest, or I took it in the bath, which was wrong. Don't ever take your Quantum Quattro in the bath because it'll start getting calcified or decalcified. I don't know which is the right one. Healing, also 4 different stones that are very healing, all mixed together, which is why it's Quantum Quattro. All right, full moon messages. Woo! 5 of Wands, 2 Cups reversed. I'm hearing competition. It's more about ego than it is about heart-based exchanges in your life right now. And it doesn't feel like it's on your end. I think you're growing a lot and people are like resenting you, jealous of you because of it. I think you're feeling pretty isolated. Knight of Wands reversed. Also, do not engage in this energy that's around you. It's present, but you don't have to engage in it because it's going to drain your energy with the Knight of Wands being reversed. High Priestess reversed. You are, wow, okay, so there is a lot of energy that is trying to get you to act a certain way right now. From other people, I think your family. They want to all keep you like in this box, right? They want you to do what they want, whatever. These are not heart-based exchanges. I'm not saying they don't love you if it is your family, but this isn't heart-based at all. This is all about like you're expanding and they're like, no, we don't want you to do that. Makes us feel bad about ourselves. Doesn't serve our own best interest. So it feels like a group of people, which is why this energy is so strong. Like I said, be careful you don't engage in it because then it will drain your life force, this Knight of Wands energy. Also, another message, don't do anything impulsive. You may want to retaliate because you can feel this. Don't do it. Okay? It's going to be very difficult though because this energy is so strong and coming at you from multiple people. It's because you're growing so much. So it's actually really positive if you can just like ward this energy off. Like, stay strong and don't engage. Just don't engage. Because with the High Priestess reverse, it's like your intuition is telling you to stay away from this. Do not engage. But occasionally you get fired up about it and you want to be like, no, and like fight back. But this is like, if you do that, it's like not trusting your intuition. Because your energy levels are like really soaring right now. And that will attract like greatness to you. Manifest what you want. So if you engage in this, it's going to bring your energy back down to where the things that you want in the relationships and the people, the opportunities that you want that are like ready to come to you, they won't if you engage and drain your own energy. So be careful, okay? It's going to be really difficult, especially in this full moon. Ego energy is running really high for your pile for this full moon because it's full moon in Leo. But if you can tap into the higher energy of Leo, be the bigger person, stay out of this completely, do your own thing completely. Like, I'm actually feeling like try to engage with these people as little as possible. Like, purposely avoid them. Then you can embody the highest aspects of Leo, and it's going to make your energy soar even higher. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. Hadn't even seen this yet. Because look, this is like, I actually think that especially if you can do this in this full moon, stay in your own energy, stay out of this. Like, you're going to see actually multiple opportunities come to you. Like, the universe wants to keep giving you rewards in all sorts of different ways to show you, like, you're doing great. Because the universe can feel all this energy that's going against you as you're growing in, like, such a beautiful way. So the universe is like, I want to validate your experience and your strength and your perseverance through this by showing you, like, I'm going to give you opportunities. I'm going to give you deals. I'm going to give you things. Like, I'm going to give you a boost of confidence. I'm going to send this song your way. I'm going to send this animal your way. You're going to notice a lot from the universe right now, because it's almost like the universe is like compensating for like these shitty energies. And it's really beautiful. So just, stay more like you and the universe, okay? Not you and these people. You may feel lonely. You may feel isolated. But it's important. Because your life will completely change if you just continually like, my hand gesture. No. And that doesn't mean being rude, right? It doesn't mean being rude. Knight of Wands reversed. Don't do anything impulsive. Don't be angry. If you have to be angry, go do it in private. You know what I mean? Talk to someone you trust. If possible. But if you think there's someone like you shaky in the trust area, don't do it. Because you're about to close out this big cycle in your life. With the world being reversed. And the world wants to be your oyster. And I'm actually feeling like a lot of travel is in your future. Specifically. A lot of balance. Feeling good about who you are. Confidence. Like true, authentic self-confidence is waiting for you. Right? So the universe is going to keep giving you like little hints like, yes, keep going. Keep being strong. I know this is difficult. I know this is draining your energy. Because I think you might have to deal with them in certain ways at certain times. But do not engage. Do not react. Do not get sucked in. Because it's like you're almost done with this big ass cycle. This big toxic cycle of like toxic people around you who bring you down. And then the world will literally be your oyster. And it already kind of is, because the universe is trying to like show you glimpses of what your new future is going to be like in the very near future. Okay? Very near if you stick to this. Because if you keep your energy high, like I said, everything is going to come to you. Yeah, these people are going to become even more resentful and jealous and project. But you'll notice a difference. You'll notice a difference in how you feel, in the way they treat you, the way they look at you. And then you'll get to a point where it doesn't even matter anymore. And I think you're really close to that point where it doesn't even matter anymore. And that's important. Because then it's like you're in a completely self-sufficient, independent place. And that's the right place to have relationships from. And mature. I think you're maturing a lot. Like this is making you really strong. It feels difficult and painful. That's confirmation. And it is. And it is draining. Even if you're not engaging, it's draining. Okay? But it's making you super strong. Because once you go out there in the world and travel, and the world is your oyster, and start being who you're really meant to be in this lifetime, you're going to encounter even more of this shit. And then it's not even going to matter. It's not even going to get to you. Now, how beautiful is that? So yeah, you're just intensely healing right now. And it's really draining. It's not funny. It's just, it really is. It's like, it's such a good process that you're going through that's so difficult. Okay, so we've got, hold on. So we've got shadow attribute of the slave. Yeah, these people want to make decisions for you. Whoever this is, a lot of you, it's family. They want you to be scared to make your own choices. They want to keep you in that energy. They want to make choices for you. It's bullshit, right? If someone really loves you, they should not, especially if you're an adult, they should give you authority, autonomy over your own life and love you for it. So I think these people just aren't, like, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little fired up because I'm pretty sure this is my pile. Oh God, I really hope my family never finds this shit. But if you do, you guys are kind of dicks sometimes, so sorry. I love you, but really, I'm just so over it. Yeah. I almost feel like I should delete that out. But I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna hope that doesn't bite me in the ass later. Okay. Yeah. Because it's like, I love my family, okay? I just want to add this in. I love my family a lot. But I see how, like, they look down on me and it's not fair because I know how great I am. And they are literally projecting the energy of keeping my energy low and codependent on them so they can continually look down on me. And that's not fair. And I know that it's probably a lot of it is subconscious. And then, it's hard when you can't quite get a hold on your life in any way, shape, or form, whether it's mentally or emotionally, and you see someone else healing, it's hard to see that. But especially when it's family, you shouldn't project your jealousy onto them. Like, it's real shitty, guys. I'm in a real shitty place. I know it's making me hella strong, so I'm glad for that. But for those of you, this is your pile too. I feel you. And I don't want to sound too harsh, but that's the deal. So, then there's this. Not wanting the student to move on to the role of master. What is that? Imparting false instruction because you want someone to stay codependent on you. Like, no. It's not love. I'm breaking the cycle for my family because they have their good traits too, I don't want to make them sound too bad, but I guess I just need to vent to you guys a little. Mother, light attribute. This is you and this is me. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love. Embodying this instead of fighting back, instead of participating. Joy in giving birth to life. It's like you are becoming joyful. Your energy is soaring. You're already seeing this. You're already seeing the validation that's coming to you from the universe. Nurture yourself. Have patience with this process. And, unconditional love, although this can make you mad at times, obviously I just kind of got fired up for a second, try to understand that everyone comes from their own level of experience and understanding and trauma. And oftentimes people aren't even aware that they are responding from their trauma or acting from their traumas, right? And more often than not, people do have codependent relationships. Not everyone is on the path of healing and ascension or chooses it. So embodying this. So, even though I just had that little rant, I'm still embodying this. I plan on continuing, Are you? Are you going to continue with me? Because I know you're frustrated as I am. Femme fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. If in any way, shape, or form, okay, for some of you, this may not be family. It may be your coworkers or friends or I don't know. If they have made derogatory comments or, whatever about you and your sensuality and your sexuality, you expressing that and embodying that however you choose to, it's time for you to take back control of that because nobody else is allowed to tell you how you can express that or feel that or how you can look. What's right to wear? What's right to do? What's slutty? What's not? Whatever. I think in this full moon, not only are you becoming unconditionally loving and really strong and nurturing, you're really nurturing yourself, even though all this energy is coming at you, it's making you super strong and really tapped into your inner sensual, sexual self. So anything that's going to make you feel good about that, embrace it, do it. You know what I mean? Because for me, I'm looking into yoni baths and, exploring and appreciating my body more, looking at it more, giving it positive attention, complimenting myself, looking myself in the mirror and really meaning the compliments. I've also been seeking out events that I can go and dress sexy and feel sexy and be around people who are sexy, because it makes me feel good about myself. So that's just an example, but is my pile too. So I just want to be transparent. I don't want to hurt anybody, but I want to be transparent. It's really important for us to be able to connect and talk about what we're going through and hear each other. Be honest, let our feelings out in a healthy way. And then also have a higher perspective on the situation. So I still feel a little bad though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel I kind of just blurted there, but I think maybe it was important for me to blurt a little because I think I could just feel we were all of us in this pile are extremely frustrated and dealing with a lot of people in our family or our workplace or our friend group that are just really, it feels like they are against us right now as we are healing and growing. And isn't that just the worst? And any comments like they throw your way that they know are going to hurt you, like right where it hurts. No, that's why they're doing it, and do not engage. Okay. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Seeker. Yeah. There's wisdom and truth that you are seeing in yourself, in these people, and in the whole situation. It's not only making you strong, but it's making you wise. Isn't that how life always works? It's always like the tough things we go through in life that really make us strong and wise. So don't forget that. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Let it out when you need to, but don't feel sorry for yourself because you're growing a lot. Look, the Midas touch. Creative ability, entrepreneurial ability to turn anything to gold. So, you know, for me, I've been noticing like a lot more financial opportunities. A little bit more money starting to come in. I'm definitely seeing where I need to invest my time. Like, I'm feeling good about pursuing my own business, making my own businesses. You know, like, I think it's time that you focus on that. If there's anything that you've been wanting to do, anything creative or entrepreneurial or both. Because when you really truly follow your passions and what you really care about, something you're excited about doing, the universe is only going to reward you. And then, you know, the fact that you're going through all this, you're turning it into gold, right? You have the Midas touch to turn this shitty situation into like strength. And then delight in sharing life's riches. I know you love being around people and you love having relationships, like all kinds. I'm the same way, but I'm like, but if I need to be alone, I will, you know? At the same time, though, I'm like kind of putting myself out there and trying to go to more parties and being open with you guys. Like wherever I feel like it's appropriate for me to share my new self, where it's going to be received well, like the people are deserving of experiencing my new self, that's where I'm going to open myself up. So that's another message for you. Okay. Wow. So Mercury is all about communication. This is talking about thoughts and words and awareness. Responsibly, successfully, to become a person of power and status. Look at that. Communications to be a success. Like for me, I spend a lot of my time, how do I put this? In hermit mode. And I've had a lot of different, like I've traveled a lot of different places. I've uprooted a bunch of times. So I haven't ever quite allowed myself to become successful and a person of power and status, but I'm finally ready. And I think maybe that resonates with some of you. So watch your thoughts, watch your words. If you want to be successful, then you have to make sure the way you think and talk is successful too. You gotta play the game of life and you gotta play it well. Because there's a lot of shitty people out there, you know? I'm not saying that they're all shitty. They may just have, it's just, there's a lot of, like, competitiveness out there. There's a lot of jealousy out there. And, of course, like, it's important to be unconditionally loving. But it's, like, you also need to, like, be prepared for this and know how to handle it. So, you're preparing yourself for success. Yep, look at that. I do not handpick these cards. Be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. The rat. See, people hate rats. But rats are actually, this is what I believe. They were sent to this planet to help clear up the clutter and the trash and all the shit that people didn't want to deal with, which is extremely helpful. But yet people hate rats. It's like the way that people hate spiders. But like spiders eat the bugs that are actually harmful to humans. You know, so people may look at you a certain way, but it doesn't mean that's who you are. And you are healing. I think you're healing what a lot of people like would never even face, you know? Like when I think about the rat. And then kangaroo, be a force for good. Be strong and heart-centered. Learn the lessons. Persevere. I want to read out of the book for the kangaroo. Okay. This is a card of wise, balanced, compassionate leadership. Be a peaceful warrior, an upholder of justice and equality. Particularly help those who are vulnerable. Treat our beautiful planet with respect and love. Then nature will support you. At the same time, you're invited to tune in to the information and knowledge held within the Lemurian crystals. You may not be consciously aware that you are receiving light when you think about or hold one of these sacred crystals. Nevertheless, a download of keys and codes for the new golden age is being transmitted to you and will enable you to ease your journey through life. Be open to receiving it. So I think that's also a message of like, if you feel called to get a Lemurian crystal, I have at least one. Do it. Okay. It's a message of like, you're here to transform all of this toxicity in society, which is why you have to face it within your own group of people right now, regardless of who this group is, because it applies to like society too. It's like this group of people is just like the broader society. So, yeah, you're meant to help change that. And if you see anyone around you, like within this group who could use a little help or guidance, you think they really need it, do it. Just don't drown yourself doing it. You know, there's a reason for everything, for all your experience right now. So, okay. Final two cards. This is good. Trust your intuition. You're being helped by the universe and your spirit guides and your angels to know who you can and can't trust right now. You're being assisted. And then this challenge is use your imagination. Use your creative abilities, your innovative thinking to deal with these challenges. Also know that this journey is almost over. It really is. You're about to start a new one with people who are more like-minded. That's what this card talks about. Okay. So yeah, a lot of healing. It's very difficult right now. Persevere. Okay. 3. Amethyst. This is all about crown chakra, purification, connecting to source, connecting to your guides and angels. Isn't that so pretty? My grandma gave this to me. My grandma passed away last year. She's part of my spirit team, so hey, Nanny. Okay. 7 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Wands. This is similar to the last pile. Lovers. The Magician. Queen of Wands reversed. Judgment reversed. Wow. This feels exactly like the last pile, except a little different. Okay, so I would highly recommend you listen to the last pile. You may have 2 piles. Or there may be like some messages in pile 2 for you and some messages in pile 3 for you. I want to look at your card a little more. Oh, I just think the archetypes of the people that you're dealing with that are toxic are different in this pile. And also there's an element of love here, which I didn't feel in the last pile. So, 7 of Wands is healthy boundaries. Maintaining healthy boundaries, also taking good care of yourself, self-love, which includes like taking care of your physical body well and enjoying yourself, making time every day to enjoy yourself, like living a healthy, balanced life, eating well, you know, meditating if you can. It's so helpful. Like, you will maintain these healthy boundaries where no one's energy can affect you if you can really stay in this energy of self-love that you've been in. Kind of feels like there's an energy of people who are trying to, I'm hearing buy you. So take that how it resonates with the 10 of Pentacles being reversed, trying to use money to get you to do things, or trying to use money and buying you things to get you to forgive them. Trying to like lure you, like basically like take you off of this path of self-empowerment with like money manipulation. And we'll get into that because I just saw, I looked at your archetype cards. Okay, so 3 of Wands. This is like calculated waiting and patience that you're being called to do right now. Like, yes, you have to deal with this, but there's a reason. It's making you strong. It's showing you how to keep the upper hand with people around you when they are like having a willpower battle with you. Also hearing stand your ground, like the way he is in this. Because your manifestations are coming with 3 of Wands. Now there's an element here absolutely with love and romance. So let's get a few romance cards. For the lovers. There it is. So, whatever your love situation is right now, and I feel like it's going to be different for all of you, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Whoever you're interested in or dating, not only do you have to have faith in standing your ground right now and not giving in to like these, it's like, what's the right word? Like temptations, like material temptations right now, okay? And you'll know what I mean because they won't feel authentic and it will feel like something that is taking you away from your path of self-empowerment specifically. So you have to trust in that, stand your ground and keep patiently waiting. But whatever you're kind of having to be patient with in this lover situation, you're being called to have faith right now. Are there any more? So in a lot of ways, you're being asked to just be patient and have faith. This is teaching you how to stand your ground and be strong in that and have healthy boundaries like all the time. Like I said, if you go listen to Pile 2, you'll see it's super similar. There's just an element here. There's an added element of love and of money manipulation. Are there any more romance angels for this pile? For the full moon in Leo? I feel like there is. Okay. So if for any of you, like you're thinking like the person that you are interested in or dated or dating, whoever you have in mind, like if you're worried that they don't have feelings for you, I think that this is just confirmation that you both have feelings. I mean, look at this image. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay? Just, you have to be patient right now for some reason. I'm hearing timing. Okay? Let's see if there's any messages from this person's higher self that you need to hear. Okay? Whoever you have in mind. I think that you are really learning the lesson of patience because it's very important for like the next chapter of your life. And also maybe you haven't quite been a patient person in the past, and it's really important that you learn that now. Like it's very difficult for you, which is why you're learning the lesson in a difficult way. Okay? Can you keep up? Maybe, you know, your person kind of feels like they're worried that like you may not be able to handle their lifestyle in one way or another, okay? This is a general reading, and I see it applying in many different ways. But, look, you're being trained to be hella strong right now. So, are there any other messages from their higher self? And also not give in to, like, you know, like, don't use that word. Not give in to, like, pleasures that take you off of your spiritual path. I keep hearing sinful. I'm not a fan of it. Like, I'm not a fan of the word witch, and it's not because I'm not a fan of witches. I just don't like the connotations that most of society have about that word, in the same way that I don't like the connotations of the word sinful, especially because of, like, what the church has done with it in certain ways. So, churches. But you know what I mean. So, are there any other messages from this person's love interest? Let's just put it that way. Lover, love interest. Whoop. There really not anymore? I feel like there is. Oh, almost. This person's having trouble communicating with you. I'm picking up on that. A lot going on in their life. It feels like, oh, really? And then all these come out? That's awesome. It's like they want to talk to you, but they can't for some reason. Okay, hold on. Okay, I've fallen in deep. I think they're facing some kind of trouble, like maybe financial trouble for some of you. But then also there's a double message here. If that doesn't apply, like, okay, if that does, they're working on pulling themselves out of it because they want to be in a good financial space to have a relationship with you. Yeah. And if it's not financially, it's like they're in some kind of deep trouble, or they see it as deep trouble right now, and they just don't want to be in this kind of trouble when they have a relationship with you. Like if there's any strain on your relationship right now, it's because they want to like wrap up whatever this deep trouble is that they're in. But I'm also getting a message of like they have really deep feelings for you. Transformation. Oh yeah, because look, the money came out reversed. So for a lot of them, like they're dealing with like their finances, and it's very like draining. It's taking a lot out of them. And I'm actually being called to mention mirroring here, because as like money is trying to tempt you in a negative way. I'm not saying it is, but it's like people are trying to manipulate you with money. Like your person is also dealing with like a tough financial situation. So it kind of feels like there's some mirroring. But then there's transformation here. Like they want you to know things are changing and they are working on changing things. And then want to take a drive. I think like it's going to catch you by surprise one day. Like they're going to just want to take some kind of like spontaneous adventure with you or do something spontaneously with you, whether it's a drive or not. And then you're going to notice like the energy is just different. It's lighter. It's because like they took care of what they needed to take care of. And it's likely going to be once you've taken care of what you need to take care of. Patience, not giving into money manipulation for you. Oh, okay. I didn't finish. So, we've got Magician. So, not only have you already taken that first leap, that brave, like, leap of faith that you needed to take, like, you've been following your intuition in terms of your life, regardless of what other people have been expecting of you. So now, it's like you have the tools to create your best life. You've already taken the step of the Fool. And now you're the Magician, which is next. It's 1. You went from the 0 to the 1. You're at the beginning of the next chapter in your life. Ready to create in a very powerful way. Feels like there's a female influence around you. Very dark in energy. Could be like Scorpio-like. Very much could be. And getting like lower aspects of Scorpio. Jealousy, manipulation, manipulation. Oh yeah, because of the feels like one person, really strong negative influence is trying to affect you right now, manipulating others through duplicity. Like they're one way with certain people, but then they're super dark and manipulative around you, and they're trying to get you to like do what they want. Power struggles, willpower struggles, because I was talking about like you this being willpower struggles. So, yeah, that's what they're doing, in case, like, you were wondering what's going on. But, yeah, angels, heaven, the divine, they've ruled this unjust. So, in the end, like, their bad karma, what they're trying to, like, make happen with you, they're trying to, like, destroy you, be destructive with you, have the upper hand, be the dominant one with you. It's just going to backfire on them. And if it's not already, it's going to happen. And if it has already and they're still doing it, it's just going to be continual backfire, because heaven and the universe and the angels know this is unjust, and they're on your team and they're helping you fight, actually. This person kind of feels powerful in their energy, which is why I was picking up on Scorpio. So I think the universe knows you need a little help. And also they need to reap their karma. That's just like what we experience in life, you know? So the universe delivers karmic karma. Okay. Yeah, and then we've got this. Feels like there's one prominent negative. It could be a man who's really manipulative, but like is really tapped into that like Queen of Wands, subconscious, all of the, you know, descriptive words I was using, but still a man. Then we've got, oh, that's confirmation. So for some of you, it is a man acting like this. They're just not happy with the fact that you're becoming powerful. Plain and simple. Then we have this. Either the same person or other energies around you that you're needing to maintain healthy boundaries with. Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. There's certain people who are acting like they're on your team and they have your best interest in mind, but really they want it to work out in their favor. So this is just a message of be wary. I think of other people too. And there may be some people who want to mediate between you and this person, but really, like, they have their own interest in mind, so be careful. Angels aren't happy about that either, so they'll reap their own karma too. Like, if they're only looking out for themselves, then they'll find themselves feeling lonely in the end because they only cared about themselves. Just the facts. Okay, then we have, let's get positive here. Good. I love how Spirit always changes the energy when it's necessary. So we've got awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honors trust. Like, I have a feeling that you know a lot about these people and you could use it. And maybe you're even like, the universe is kind of testing you a little, like showing you opportunities where you could like get them back. But you're choosing to be the bigger person and honor trust. Like you're not going to embody, maybe they are kind of like a gossipy group of people. This feels like a gossipy group of people. They thrive on the power of passing on private or secret information and betraying confidences. But you're choosing the light attribute. I think for a lot of you, this is a family as well. So you're healing the DNA there. Because you care about other people's feelings, even if they're hurting you. And also you care about like your own character. Like you're not going to just want to get somebody back just because you feel like you should hurt them the way they hurt you, because you care about the way you see yourself. So you're honoring trust of others, but you're also honoring the trust you have in yourself to do the right thing. So that's beautiful. Then we have warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. What was I saying? Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Light attribute. Like, this is your full moon. I have a feeling that, like, it's going to be intense leading up to the full moon, and you're really going to still have to kind of stick with the energy and, like, persevere even after the full moon. But I think in this next, like, moon cycle, you're going to be feeling so strong. Like, you did it. So it's going to feel intense, but like a lot of growth is going to happen really quickly. And then you're going to embody this warrior in such a more of a just a solid way constantly, to where like this person that your love interest who's like, can you keep up? You'd be like, can you? You know, playfully. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Like, just stay on the path no matter how hard it is right now. And you can do that. And I can sense that this actually is really important to you. And if that doesn't ring true, then try to embody this the way a monk or a nun would. Just for this time period. I'm not saying go be a monk or a nun. And also maybe some of you are and you're having to deal with like a patriarchal religion and you're a woman. That's very possible. You could even be dealing, I'm actually feeling like maybe you are. And like for some of you, you're having to deal with like other monks or nuns, or one in particular who's having like a power struggle with you right now. I think it's a really small group, maybe even just one person, but my channeling skills are off the charts, so just roll with it. Okay. And we've got Jupiter in the 8th house. Wow. What? These readings. No wonder I'm so excited about doing these. Jupiter in the 8th house. Expansion, positivity, good fortune. In personal, you're expanding your personal power. You're understanding more of the mysteries of life. It's expanding your knowledge of how people work, how people interact. Like society, the toxic traits of society. Also, be positive about a major change. A major change is happening within yourself, and then that's when it happens outwardly in your life. And I think maybe you're already seeing this. Wow, Pile 2 and Pile 3 are extremely similar. I'd love to hear like how that resonates. Okay, then we've got the pig and the bee. Spread heart healing with joy. The more you can maintain your authenticity and dignity, the more you're actually just healing people just by like your energy, just the way you show up. Like your energy is contagious and it heals people and you're healing yourself. Also, I'm getting a lot of abundance with the bee card. If you haven't already been experiencing it, it's coming for sure. In all forms, you know, emotional abundance, mental wisdom abundance, great relationships around you, money, opportunities, time for yourself, self-love. Like abundance comes in all those ways, you know. And then look, maintain self-worth and self-esteem no matter what. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, how beautiful is that? Wow. And you've got a time to say goodbye and 2 kittens. You're at this crossroads in your life, but it's more of 2 roads splitting where one is moving forward and the other one's going backwards. And you're like right there in the middle. And it's like, are you going to say goodbye to this toxic past and these toxic relationships and move forward and start experiencing like abundance and abundant relationships, which is going to require loss, you know, and grief, which is why, you know, it's a choice. You must choose to become a better version of yourself and have better abundance and relationships and things and opportunities. You know what I mean? Like, are you willing to take that journey of an ending and grieving to move forward into the future? Or are you just going to go backwards and keep repeating the same toxic cycles with these people around you who I think you're used to? So either they're people you've known for a very long time, or you seem to be having the same kind of relationships over and over again. So the great thing is that it's your choice. The hard thing is that it's requiring you to, you know, deal with some heavy energy to make yourself stronger right now. Okay. So with this, it's like all about staying in touch with your crown chakra, which is where you connect to the higher realms, your spirit team, your angels, God, the universe, you know, just staying connected to your path, no matter how difficult it is, because this is a difficult transition of your path, but it'll be so rewarding if you stick with it. And definitely feel like crystals and meditating, anything and everything that keeps you connected to source, and especially your crown chakra right now, would be extremely beneficial and will keep your energy fresh so you don't get dragged down into the heaviness of it all. For selenite. Selenite is very cleansing and clearing, purifying. Purification. Like you're going through a purification process right now. This feels so good. I'm just going to hold it for a second. It's like you're purifying for spring, for new growth. Yeah, oh my gosh. I love when this happens. Seven of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, but instead of like, I was reading this a lot in the fall, like as like the harvest season, but I'm actually seeing this more as like the seed you're about to plant. You're purifying to plant new seeds. Now, what are the seeds? Three of Pentacles reversed. I think a whole new career venture. Breaking out of whatever you're doing for a living now and starting something new, which may be a process, but let's see. Six of Swords. Well, life's getting easier, more peaceful. I think also I'm really feeling a strong message of like quitting this job or stopping working with these people so much, or really like the people who are draining you or the job that's draining you. Like the more you can step away from that, the more you're going to feel inner peace, because these people are like creating a lot of chaos. I'm definitely feeling a lot of like bickering energy. That's why I talk with my hands a lot. 10 of Swords reversed. Yeah. Bickering. Passive aggressive with words. Communication. So, Ace of Wands, yeah, whatever you want to create, like, you can do it. If for some reason you've been doubting yourself or you've been scared, like, no, this is reassurance. Like, the universe is giving you this wand of creation to create what you want. Plant those seeds. Like I said, it may be a process, and I know now there's a reason I said that, but it just take the first step and then keep taking more and more steps. And you'll notice with each step that you take, more inner peace. So it'll be like confirmation to keep going. Because whatever you want to start next, it feels like really promising. Just may take a while is what I'm feeling here. King of Pentacles. Oh, I mean, I really feel like this could be very financially rewarding. Whatever you've been feeling passionate about and wanting to start, possibly for a long time. Whatever you've been kind of scared to start, it's really true to who you are. And whatever is true to your passions, that's your life calling. And of course it's going to work out for you because it's like your destiny. So it may be scary, and it tends to be, you know, your life's calling tends to be scary. But I'm really feeling like you're going to get real rich from it, but it might take a while. Yep. Okay. So we've got Divine Child. Yeah, this is a dream you've had since childhood. The Knight. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry. This is great that you're like this and you love honor and you highly prize your relationships with people and where you invest your time, but do not be loyal to a fault. Right now, you need to be loyal to this inner child, because this inner child of yours has a divine mission. It's your destiny to pursue what you've been passionate about since childhood, you know? You're not supposed to be like a part of the mold. You're supposed to break the mold, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Compromising your vision. Like maybe you've tried to open up to people about this and they're like, oh, that's crazy. Or, oh, yeah, right. How you going to do that? You know what I mean? Like you've met with a lot of like opposition, so you haven't ever like fully opened up what it is that you really want to do. That's kind of what I'm feeling here with the shadow attribute of the visionary. You just had a lot of naysayers, which is why you're scared. And you're like, but will this work out? Yes. You just have to trust yourself. Because a lot of people are too scared to take action on their dreams, which is why they want to be a naysayer. Or didn't work out for them, so they don't want it to work out for you. It's sad to say, but it's very true. Dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Whatever it is that you like to do in your free time. Whatever makes you really happy and joyful. Also another message of, like, just start doing this for fun to begin with, and I think that will be like a nice baby step in the right direction. We got the Judge. Balancing justice and compassion. Yeah, there's a just way to like get out of the group situation that you're in, whatever it is. You know, it could be a family, it could be a workplace, it could be your friend group. Yeah. And if you're worried, like, oh, but if I leave, like, the whole structure's gonna fall. Like, no, they can find a new way to manage the distribution of power. Don't let them, like, make you feel like they can't, if that comes up. Funny message to get from this card, but I really am getting it. Okay. Then we've got, we've got the shadow attribute of the Exorcist. And this is the fear. Like, don't let your fear stop you. We were already talking about that, right? If fear comes up, speak with it. Why? Where is this coming from? When did it start? Who's reinforcing this fear? That's a really important, you need to ask yourself, because I think there's some people outside of you who are reinforcing this fear. But you need to face it. Find out why you feel this fear, because it's not necessary to feel it, because there's a reason why, like I said, you're so passionate about this endeavor and it's going to be so fruitful. We had the King of Pentacles, and look, we've got the King. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, befitting those in your charge. So I think you have some sort of a leadership position within this group of people or this job. They can find a new leader, okay? You're not the right leader for this position. You have a bigger, more true to you type of destiny. And you are a king. You are a leader, whether you're a man or a woman. And you are meant to have more abundance than this. You're meant to feel more joyful than this. Okay? I'm really feeling that like in my heart chakra right now. I can feel that. I wouldn't just say this kind of stuff if I didn't know it was true. I really wouldn't. I'm not that kind of guy. So we've got Pisces in the 12th house. This is the dreamer. The dreamer, the hidden dreams. Wow. Trust your psychic knowledge. Trust your intuition. Okay? Resulting from the indecision of, you've been indecisive about this because it hasn't been well received, but it's just because you weren't speaking with the right people about it, okay? Don't feel the need for other people to validate what you intuitively know is right for you. Yeah, this feels very spiritual for you. Spirituality to ultimately experience, because you have the divine child as one of your archetypes for this full moon. Be looking for an opportunity to either dabble in this just for fun or really take steps towards it in this full moon time period. You're being called to it. And then the 12th house, it represents, what's hidden. That's what hidden dreams. These are your hidden dreams. But they're your dreams for a reason. Don't keep them hidden, Wow. Yes. Act from your own wisdom with the goat. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Be willing to change from somebody who listens to the direction of other people to trusting your own internal compass. You're meant to be a butterfly, not a worker ant. Or worker bee. I'm hearing worker bee. I don't know. I say what feels right to channel. And I know messages get picked up by people, so. It's time to become a great leader. Even greater than you already are. And in the sense of you enjoying your life more. Doing what you're truly called to do in life. What your life is truly meant to be all about. What you're best at. What you're passionate about. And you may feel vulnerable changing your life like this. And you likely will. But know that you're protected because, like I was saying, and the messages have been repeating, this is a divine mission that you have. So the universe will protect you. You have a mighty shield. So in times where you feel vulnerable, like you can't protect yourself, know that you're always protected. And if you need to, call on the holy archangels for protection. I call on Archangel Michael whenever I feel like I need a little extra protection. And you can buy crystals too to carry around for protection. There's oils you can use. There's all sorts of stuff. I mean, really, if you just take good care of your physical body and have a very balanced life of healthy eating and meditating and exercise, really tending to your inner world, really, doing what you like just for the sake of doing what you like, then your energy is much stronger, to be able to protect yourself. So I think, I'm just being called to mention that to you as something you could focus on too. When in times of feeling vulnerable, just calls for a little extra self-love. Is that it? Ah, your reading was pretty quick and easy. Yeah, just trust in your dreams. Take steps towards it. It's going to be so rewarding. Don't let other people drag you down. Yeah. So with the selenite being clearing, oh, I only did the dice for one pile. I'll do the dice for you. I do what I'm called to, guys. Just clear out whatever this group of people is around you. I'm thinking it's likely a job. It's time to clear it out. One step at a time. Go after what really sets your heart and soul on fire, because it's going to actually make you a lot of money. So, one step at a time. Dice. 3 and the 4. Yeah, one step at a time from 3 to 4. Also, a harmony of mind, body, and spirit. Mind and heart working together through spirit. This is a very spiritual process for you right now. And being really grounded in yourself, in your own wisdom, your own intuition, outside of other people's opinions. Yeah, grounding into a cohesive experience of mind, body, and spirit within yourself to really trust your journey and be willing to take those steps necessary from the 3 to the 4. Okay? All right, y'all. Happy full moon in Leo. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and talk to you next time. Bye.